How are y'all doing? We haven't, I feel like we haven't done a stream in a little while. How's everyone doing? Everybody catch the premiere of Tales Gets Trolled, the new chapter. I had a song in that one, co-composed with Huda, one of the composers from Tales Gets Trolled. Had an absolute blast working on that one. And I think we're going to start today's stream off with checking out what's going on with Tercero. Yeah, so we had the premiere of Tales Gets Trolled today. I have a song in there called Taste for Blood, which let's start just by checking out that song. And I thought it'd be fun if we started things off going through the session I created Taste for Blood in. So I've been dying to show this session off to y'all. You've probably seen it in my recent files in Pro Tools sometimes. And this is the song I wrote for Tales Gets Trolled. I co-wrote this with Huda, and I think Penkaru contributed something. I'm not positive. I didn't actually remember that until I saw their name in the video. I was like, oh shoot, they wrote something for this too, didn't they? So I wrote, full disclosure, I wrote almost all of this. Huda wrote one of the melodies, and I think Penkaru might have written one of the melodies. I got to double check that. But I'll go through. I'll show you what I did, what other folks did. And we'll just kind of go piece by piece through this, but let's take a listen through the song first, check out the whole thing. Hang on, before we get into it, my computer's choking a little. I gotta turn again. I was working on some guitar tracks this morning, so I had a low buffer. Okay, let's take a listen. What's up, James? So, yeah, there's a lot of things going on in here. Someone called out stress reference at the end. You are absolutely right. There's two references in here. One to stress, which is here, I think. No. Where is it? I don't remember. Where is it? Yes, right here. Right here. That's one of those things that I didn't do on purpose, and got a few measures past it, and I was like, wait, is that stress? Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I can reference that. And then the other thing I didn't realize I referenced, and this is a deep cut that literally only me will ever recognize, because I wrote it, and also because no one else was watching my channel at this point. I accidentally rewrote something I wrote like a year and a half ago, and man, really old school Longest Solo Ever fans will recognize this one once I play it. Maybe, probably not. It's a really deep cut that I never actually released. This line, that line, I was trying to place. I knew it sounded so familiar, and I realized it's from. Do you remember the time we wrote anime music? Where you just kind of like hold your arm on either side of it. What am I talking about there? I think I'm talking about stretches I had to do for a physical therapy thing. Okay. This line, this guitar line.
The final listen through.
Back when I had 2 cameras. That line made it into this for some reason. I don't know why. It just kind of happened. This was a fun stream. We should play with Vocaloids more often. That was a weird, like, foreshadowing for Friday Night Funkin', because Friday Night Funkin' is kind of made up entirely of really bad Vocaloids. Anyway, that's not really a reference. It's just an idea I reused here. But let's start going through and just kind of talking section by section. I want to kind of talk about the instrumentation first that I chose for this. Each kind of instrument group going on here, starting with the drums, as I always do. So let's start right here. And this is what the drums sound like for this song. Pretty standard drum mix for me. It's pretty much the same drum mix I use on every song. And that is Get Good Drums Invasion. This kit right here. Oh yeah, the mod chart for this song is ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. That was the first time I've seen the full thing when we were in the premiere there. Just to show you how much mixing is actually going on here, check out without any of the like EQ or compression I'm doing here. And then with totally different sound. I've gone through my drum mix on other streams, but just to really quickly step through it, here's my kick before. I'm cutting out a lot of mids, and you can immediately hear how much that does, right? Just this single mid frequency is doing so much. There's what it normally sounds like, and there's getting rid of it. So we do a lot of EQ cutting out of the middle here, boost the highs just a little bit to get some smack in those drums. James, I will get to that question after this. Then I'm running the kick through a compressor just to kind of flatten things out a little. Just thickens it up a bit. Nothing too crazy. Snare drum, we're doing a couple things. Here's what it sounds like by default. And I am boosting the highs just a little, cutting some mids with an EQ, and then boosting the bass actually in the snare a lot, which is weird, right? Here's without and with. Again, subtle change without. Very subtle change, but thickens things up just a little. And then I'm using what's called a clipper, which is kind of, it's almost a distortion, almost a compressor. Really, it just sets a wall and doesn't let the signal go past it. That's all. If you really push it, it can sound crazy, but it really just kind of takes the edge off of the snare here, kind of keeps it from poking through too much. Oh shit, K-Dev, what's up? Thank you so much. That was a blast, Cade. Thank you. On toms, I'm doing nothing crazy here. Cutting the lows more than anything because I don't want them to get too boomy. In the overheads, we're cutting out a lot of the lows, pretty much everything here. Check it out, before and after. I really just want those cymbals. And then our room mic gets the biggest difference. Here's the room mic before. Very quiet. So we're going to compress it, boost it up a bit, and add a little bit of reverb before. So we get a whole drum sound there like this. So there's our drums. Bass is really easy. Bass is... Actually, bass is 3 different things. Never mind, bass is not really easy. Bass starts with... I didn't actually use my real bass on this one, which I feel bad about, but sometimes it's just easier to get a perfect sound right in the system right away with presets like this. So I'm using submission bass here, playing it in through my keyboard. And you'll notice it doesn't actually have that many bass frequencies in it. It doesn't have much bass going on in the bass, which is weird because we're getting it from somewhere else. So here's without the EQ. But we're cutting out all those lows because we want them from a sub bass, which is going to give us a really clear, crisp, and clean sound from this sub. If you don't have headphones on, you may not even hear this. But this is some really just squeaky clean, super low bass. And when you put them together, it sounds huge. In that intro, there's also this big growly bass that comes in too. So that's all mixed in there at the beginning. And anytime we get to that section, we hear that. So that's basses. Onto guitars. I'm not doing anything crazy here. This is the amp sim I used on this one. This is the Fortin NTS suite. This gets a little more... So I wasn't going for my usual progressive metal sound on this one. I was going for a more classic metalcore sound. I had a like Avenged Sevenfold and I don't know, like Bullet for My Valentine in mind, that kind of stuff. And just to show you what that's doing, here's what those guitars sound like without any effects. So we're dropping on the amp sim. You can see I tried out a couple other ones here, and I just didn't like them. I ended up back at the NTS suite. So far, if you put together everything we have, it sounds like this. That's our drums, which sound like this. Oops. Oh. Drums sound like this. Then we add in the bass. And finally, our rhythm guitars. And then we have a bunch of synthesizers. I have some strings going on here. They're really quiet. They're really far back in the mix. Honestly, you can barely hear them in the final mix. Yeah, they probably didn't need to be there now that I'm thinking about it. They didn't add much. But in the intro, we did have this string lead going on, which sounds like this. And you can see everything cuts off hard here. You can see even, like, it literally mutes the track. Oh, it mutes this track. So it literally mutes the track when we get to this point. And that's because we have the transformation sound from Sonic 3, which I stole the idea from Chaos by Jakaris. Sounds like this. Phoenix Dev. No. Get Ableton. No FL Studio. It's bad. It sucks. I'm spreading the word. Anyway. Let's get on to some effects that I have here. Tercero, I will cover that in a minute. That is a great idea. Effects are just anything non-musical that I'm using to enhance the song. So we can go from section to section like this. And that's fine, but it's way cooler if we have this big whooshing sound coming in. Here it comes. And that effect just kind of helps propel things forward into the next section. And you can see I use those every time we change sections. It really helps with songs. I'm using that more and more in stuff. It's incredibly helpful. So that is the instrumentation of this song. Just to kind of talk through each section and what I had in mind before we get to the vocals. This intro, obviously, as anybody who has played Sonic 3 knows, this is Big Arms. This is the final boss from Sonic 3. Sounds like this. Can I find one from Sonic 3? Here we go. Sounds like this. Oop. Sounds like this. This is the best boss song. It gets crazy. I love this drop. Anyway, so I was, I think I had like just woken up and I was just like brushing my teeth and getting ready for the day. And I had this line come to me in my head. And I think originally, it didn't have the Big Arms chord progression under it. I think it sounded like this. Which is cool, and I originally wrote it as that, but it was kind of boring, and it lacked, like, sonic flair. So I added in the Big Arms chord progression there, and we got this. So that's where that came from. We kind of chugged through that same chord progression for the first vocal section. We just kind of play that over and over again. Then we get to our first new section of material. And that, I was just going for, like I said, like classic Avenged Sevenfold, very much like songs off of Waking the Fallen, their second album, like Unholy Confessions and Chapter 4. I was totally going for that kind of guitar riff. I think I played this in Drop D, which is, I'm never in Drop D. That's like a weird tuning for me. I haven't played in Drop D since like high school. And it worked. It worked really well. This section gets very djenty because I can't not get djenty. And you'll notice I play notes in between notes on this. Take a listen to this part. Now, it looks normal, right? But I actually wrote in some pitch bend here because I actually kind of get to the note in between C and C sharp for these last couple notes by bending a little bit the string on the guitar. So that's fun. Oh, and I layered in, I think... Okay, so there's 2 layers of guitars here. This is just the normal guitar layer playing... And that's cool. And then I took that guitar part, and I recorded it again, and I shoved it down an octave, so now it sounds like this. It's just disgusting. Filthy. So that's the gent section. Coming out of that section, I added these little transition sections in between like the verse and the chorus on this, just for like a little push forward. Hey, what's up, Blu-ray? There's just 2 measures here. Check it out. Just these little chugs. I never do that kind of stuff in here, and it's fun. Lara-san, do I suggest using a bass? Do I suggest using a pick with a bass? For metal, yes, I do. If I'm playing funk or jazz or anything, no, I'll play fingers. Or rock, I'll usually play fingers. But for metal, I use a pick. This is like a standard metal power chord rock. This is much more my usual style. Not like my Genty style, but like my usual, like when you hear my Friday Night Funkin' covers, this is usually where it sits. This kind of like almost borderline pop punk guitar parts. I love doing these little pickups. Like a hit just on the and of 4, 2, 3, ba 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 da 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 ba. I love that. I can never resist an urge to do the Power Rangers chord, the sa ya 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 ya, right? And then we're back to our first section. So that's fun. We have one more little transitional chug material as preparation for this really riffy double time part. Again, very Avenged Sevenfold inspired. A lot of their like really fast 2-step sections are very fun. So that's that. Then we get Poppy again. Okay, do you notice something, anybody who's like musically inclined, do you notice something funky about maybe the time signature in this part or something? It gets a little weird for 1 second. Check it out. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bah. It goes to like this weird 3/4 thing for a second, or like 3/8. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what happened. I just played it and it felt good, so I left it there. And then we're back to the Genty part and we're out. And that's it. Let's check out the vocals, see what's going on over there. This is the section that Huda wrote. Huda, the antagonist, who co-wrote No Villains and a bunch of other awesome stuff on. I think they wrote either High Shovel. I think they wrote High Shovel, which is the song just before Taste for Blood in Tails Gets Trolled. Oh, Philip Lowe wrote High Shovel? I forget. Then Huda wrote one of them. I forget. maybe it was Die Bastards. I forget. So they wrote this one. They sent me a MIDI file for this. We were just kind of throwing ideas back and forth, and they sent a MIDI file with this this line in it. So that's fun. They also sent me a very specific recipe for making Dark Sonic's voice. Dark Sonic's voice is actually just Sonic. It's the Sonic voice they have for their mod. Here's what he sounds like by default. Except I think he's shifted down an octave from where Sonic is. So Sonic maybe sounds something more like... No, that's not right. Anyway, somewhere around there. This is just Sonic's voice shifted down an octave. And then from there, we double it an octave down with this. So here's before. And after. Then we add some serious distortion from Decapitator. Then this is the weirdest one. This is something Huda came up with. They run a flanger with an incredibly fast refresh rate. So here's before. And here's this. Just kind of makes it like wavery in a distorted, crunchy way. And then some EQ and compression. And that's Dark Sonic's voice, and it sounds sick. So, Huda wrote this section. And that's cool. That's super cool. That fits this intro section really well. It's funny. They had actually written it completely separately, like before I even wrote the big arms part, and they just fit perfectly together. So that's nice. On to this next section. This is where I started actually writing stuff that really fit with the chords I was writing. So our chords here were... And the melody I wrote was... And each time I'm just using chords. I'm just using notes that are in each of the chord. So if I could demonstrate that, it sounds like... Hey, what's up, Ardoff? Can't imagine OSE making something. Yo, Ardoff's new EP dropped today. Go check it out. It's awesome. I'm on one of the songs. Okay, so if the section goes... How does this part go? Okay, yeah. So we have like 4 chords here. We have B minor, and then D, G, E minor. And for each of those chords, you can hear how these notes I'm playing fit into the chord. In each case, and this is the same stuff I go over in my my How to Write Music for Friday Night Funkin' course, the video I did. It's just using the notes that are in each chord. This is something I really love to do. I'll have the opponent introduce a theme, like sing their line, and then I'll have boyfriend start it. But then they'll keep singing under it with the chord, and it just makes for this really nice... And then I have them singing in harmony here. I made boyfriend do some crazy stuff there. Then this is the section... I feel bad. I can't remember if Penkaru or Huda wrote it. but we have these crazy 30-second notes going on in here. So that's fun. And then I added the other part, just kind of answering it here. Yeah, I love that kind of answer to OP. Then for this little chug section in between, they just both kind of back and forth real quick, like they're just facing off, getting ready to fight again. So this is more of a technique I started picking up when I was transcribing like God Eater or Thunderstorm. A lot of the Shaggy tracks do this, and I notice more and more songs doing this, like Triple Trouble does this nonstop, where like the opponent will sing a part and Boyfriend will sing a part, and then they'll switch and Boyfriend will sing the first part and opponent will sing the other part. So you can hear Dark Sonic introduces this theme. And then Boyfriend sings it. But during the first part, Boyfriend's singing in the background, and during the second part, Sonic's singing in the background. Oh, here's one more reference. Somebody said this sounds like Discharge earlier. That's because Discharge sounds like Through the Fire and Flames at this part. Then we're back to this. So that's the general idea. I'm always just following notes from the chords, and I'm having them answer each other in a really organic way. I'll start off with like the basic Friday Night Funkin' formula of question, answer, but then I try to just kind of blend them together and mix them up a little bit. So here, Dark Sonic starts. Here it's really interesting. I actually just have him singing the guitar part. Almost. Here's the stress reference everybody pointed out earlier. And I even have Boyfriend sing his answer to Tankman's part. Right? And something I want to point out here, yes, I'm doing some note spammy crazy nonsense, but I'm also balancing it with longer notes and longer sections. Not even from a playability standpoint, it's just like, it just feels good to have some rest, to give your ears a little rest in between faster sections. Use those faster sections to build up tension and then release them with longer notes and relax the audience for a second. That kind of tension and release is what makes a song feel good. Yeah, Firetype, this is a song that just dropped in the new Tails Gets Trolled update. Like here we get crazy. And then we have that crazy 30-second note section, and we're out. And that's it. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so to answer questions I had throughout this, and feel free to ask them again, because I want to answer everybody's questions. Real quick, Sir Peter, I can answer very quickly. Advice on getting a team for a mod. My best advice is to offer... my best advice is, annoyingly, to be able to do everything yourself and to be ready to do everything yourself. Because it's really hard to get people to work for you when you're not doing more than them, and when working for you won't benefit them more than it'll benefit you. Anytime I ask anyone to do anything for me, I try to make sure it's a big win for them before it's even a win for me. So, for example, anyone on my mod, anyone who has been generous enough to help me on my mod, I am trying to elevate them as much as possible and get them the audience they deserve for the awesome artwork they're doing, like our own Manasees here, who's doing some fantastic sprite work, Marble Insanity, who's doing some amazing artwork as well, and so many other people who are working on the mod who I'm trying really hard. Sam, who's directing it, I'm trying really hard to elevate them all and get them, yes, hi Manny. I'm trying to get everybody the attention they deserve. I want this to be as good, if not better, for them than it is for me. So, be ready to do everything yourself if you can't bring anyone on, because it really sucks when you join a mod and there's one person in charge who's just like, you over there, make me some sprites, and you, bring me the music, and they're not doing anything, you know? I've been on mods where one person was like shouting everybody around, and it's not a mod. It's not Tails Get Trolled or anything. It's not a big mod or anything, and it's nothing you've heard of. Don't worry, I left it. And it doesn't feel good because the person getting everything doesn't give anything. And that sucks. So be ready to give 100 times more than you get in anything you ask anyone to do in life. Is it hard to work that one person? Lucy, do you mean is it hard to make a mod by yourself? It is not that hard to make a mod by yourself, in my opinion. Is it hard to make like a huge, large-scale mod like Tails Gets Trolled? Yes, absolutely. But you shouldn't be starting there. You should start with just the tiniest little, silly nothing mod with one song and one character and one background, and get that down first before you try to bring in 30 people and make some huge crazy thing, because it's going to crash and burn when you don't know what you're doing. Start small. That's my other advice. Start small with everything. James asked, how do you get your vocals to sit on top of your track? Well, you feel like your vocals are too quiet for the track or something. This is something I've struggled with a lot. And what helps me a lot is to set up limiters on both the instrumental and the vocals. So if you notice, I have two tracks that are highlighted here in a very specific color. I can't tell you what that color is because I'm colorblind, but I can at least tell that it is a color, and that's enough for me. So one of them, if I mute the vocal one, you can just hear our instrumental. And if I mute the instrumental, you can just hear the vocal. And you don't have to know Pro Tools, but I can show you at the end of each of these tracks, everything's being kind of routed into this one track. It's like a big meeting point for everything. And at the end of this track is what's called a limiter. It's like it kind of puts a cap on how loud the part can get. So we kind of push everything up into that cap and squeeze it, and we're like, okay, that's good. We know how loud that's going to get. It's not going to get any louder. It's not really going to get any quieter either. It's gonna stay right here, and we know how big this is going to get. Let's keep it there. So I throw a limiter on my instrumental. I throw a limiter on my vocal. And with those two, I can then balance them as needed. My other secrets, my biggest one is to EQ out the high mids, especially where your vocals are sitting. So like I know Dark Sonic's voice sits right here around 3.5K. And if I boost it, you'll actually hear Dark Sonic's voice less because it's fighting this. See, now it's fighting it. It's not working. Randomness, I actually went through his whole vocal chain like 10 minutes ago, if you go back and check it out. So that's one secret. My other secret, and this is a bit more complicated, if you have a mid-side EQ, if you're in Ableton, you absolutely do have one. EQ8 has a mid-side mode. Look it up. And what a mid-side EQ does, it affects the center of the track differently from the sides of the track, so what's only in the outer ears. And if you have headphones on, you'll hear this really clearly, and if you won't, I'm going to sound like a crazy person. So put your headphones on if you have them. Here is the mid channel of the instrumental. Check it out. right in front of you. Now we're going to go to the side. Feels weird, right? And all together. So what I do in the mid channel, I cut the high mids really hard, really hard. So we're getting rid of them in the middle so that there's room up there for the vocals to sit. This is some heavy duty stuff. I'm coming out with a full mixing course that'll go through this stuff in a lot more depth. And we'll go over all of this, don't worry. But that's my real deep secret. Okay, that is my secret for mixing vocals on Friday Night Funkin' tracks. One more question. Tercero, can you make a fake room mic using a drum kit and a reverb? The answer is yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And in fact, I'm kind of doing that here. I'm kind of augmenting my room situation just a little with Valhalla Vintage Verb. It's really not a lot. You can see I'm barely doing it here. But I could exaggerate it, certainly. So yeah, if you're going to do that, set up a reverb, set to room mode if it has one, and if not, just pull the decay down really tight, really short, because most room mics are pretty small. They're going to be not like a really long decay or anything. And then run that into a compressor and smash the heck out of it, and that is a viable room track. You can absolutely fake that really effectively. It's really cool. So what else? What's the best drum kit for Friday Night Funkin'? Man, I don't know. I make weird metal music, so I use Get Good Drums, Invasion, but most people aren't making this specific type of metal music, so it's probably not right for them. Honestly, whatever drums you use, I use different drums on every song when I'm producing like hip-hop and EDM stuff. So, like, whatever you want to do. Who else has questions? Five Night Funk in Freddy Funk Bear, Friday night at Freddy with Fazbear Night Funkin', Matthias. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on now. I want to talk about the kind of the next project I have in mind. Matthias sounded like they had a stroke made up of everything Zoomers like right now. How do you do a slide note in Ableton? Okay, this depends on the instrument you're using. So slide notes are when a note starts on one note and moves to another, right? And the answer can be one of two things. It can be either writing in pitch bend information. We're going to get to this in a second, y'all. This is going to blow your freaking minds. If you're only a select few people have heard what's in this session, and it's freaking wild. Author, is this pre-recorded? Yes, I recorded your name several hours ago in prediction of this very moment. How do I feel about Tails Gets Trolled version 3? I'm super psyched. I'm glad it's out. So, let's talk slide notes. There's a couple ways you can handle it. Honestly, there's really only one way, and that way is to just load in my boyfriend's sound font. Here we go. Okay, so let's write in like a little melody for boyfriend. I don't know what I'm writing. Okay. Okay, sorry, it has to be something marginally good. Okay, so let's make some of these slide around a little bit. We are going to go over to the envelopes tab here. We just wrote in some notes, right? We go over to this little guy that looks like two dots connected. We're going to go to MIDI control pitch bend, and we can write in our slides. Now, this center line is 0. This is no bend whatsoever. So, let's say I want to bend this last note where we want to bend into it. I'm going to start down here. Turn the grid off and just draw a nice little line back to 0. And you got to make sure you end exactly at 0 or you'll end out of tune. And that's how you do a slide note. And you can do all kinds of things like that. You can add a little bit of vibrato to a note. That wasn't very much. Like that. Anyway, that's how you can do that kind of stuff. You could also use your mod wheel for vibrato, but I don't know if that's set up on this one right now. That's a slide note. Anyway, y'all ready to have your freaking minds blown? Anyone in my patrons already knows what this is. They already know about the stupid project I've decided to undertake. All right, you ready? I think it's all loaded. Let's see. Has it loaded? Yeah. This will probably be loud, so ears warning. So yeah, I want to do an album called Friday Night at the Symphony, which is just all crazy epic orchestral Friday Night Funkin' covers. I think that would be fun. Yeah, Gilbert's gonna lose his mind. Almond Milk, can I get in trouble for using a game sound font like Earthbound, Portal, Mario Paint? Yes, technically. Will you? Nah, probably not. I wouldn't worry about it. Puddles, thank you so much. Can I do a Backyardigans mod? That is outside my experience range, Super Bendy. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is, if y'all are down, this is kind of what I want to work on today. Not MILF, actually, though. I want to work on a different song, and I want y'all to pick it. So here's my question. Which song are we orchestrifying? And the questions are... I'll let y'all do that for a minute. I just did a poll in stream right now. So y'all let me know. Those are the other 3 songs. I'm also planning on doing Discharge, but I don't feel like doing that on stream because that's going to take me like 10 hours. And so far, Guns is in the lead, folks. Looks like we're feeling Guns. I'm doing all of these. I just want to know which one we're doing tonight. I'm feeling Guns, too. That's what I was really thinking. And also, like, are there any other songs I should do in this style that you can think of? I'm pretty set on these 5. MILF, Guns, Zavadilla, Blammed, and Discharge. And I wanted to do mostly, like, actual vanilla Friday Night Funkin' songs, but I just couldn't resist doing Zavadilla. And Discharge is just like my favorite Friday Night Funkin' song of all time. So I figured I should. Stress is really good too. Yeah, Stress is good. Oh, shoot. Stress is really good too. Huh. The Versus Axolotl song I'm doing. We are going to make that on stream. Stress is really good. I thought about Rose's Memer, but it doesn't really feel like it has enough material for me to do what I want to do with this. It needs to go more places. Breakfast. I was thinking it'd be really funny if I did Bo Peepo as like a really dramatic, like slow, heart-rending orchestral piece, but Bo Peepo. I thought that'd be hilarious. I'll probably do that. Make Roses and Thorns the same. Roses into Thorns as a 2-movement thing. Is this going to be a longer album than I thought it was going to be? Man, hang on. We're going to write those ideas down. Because Stress is really good. And then Roses Thorns is really good. And I still think Bo Peep-O would be hilarious. I don't think I am musically equipped to do Breakfast any justice. So let's do... We're all feeling guns, I think, right? That seems to be where the thing is headed. And let's pull in our let's pull in the tracks from... Oh shoot, there's no... Damn it. Do we have the guns instrumental? Do I need it? Here, we're on Kawhi's Bandcamp. Can we download that? I'm not buying that right now. Is it on Ninja's GitHub? No. Did somebody donate? Did I miss something? Are you just bidding? I'm just ripping it from the YouTube video right now. But we're going to do guns. Yeah, I personally, I mean, Cade is awesome. I made all of Versus Jumpbot in Cade Engine. I have switched to Psych Engine just because it's really quick to prototype stuff in just the easiest way. And I do enjoy that. So we are doing Versus Longest Solo Ever on Psych Engine. And I am enjoying it. So we're going to be using Contact for basically this entire album. And I have 2 Contact libraries that we're using. Lucy, how long is it to do a song of Friday Night Funkin'? That depends on how long you take. For me, it takes usually about 3 to 4 hours, but I work really fast. This is going to take probably a bit longer than that because these are weird songs. So we're gonna see what happens with this. But let's bring in the song first. And I'm getting the feeling we should start with really low strings. How much are we doing? I'm gonna try to... Wait, what are you talking about? What are you doing, people? You don't have to do anything. So let's pull in. Oh, I always have to convert these when I download them. You're getting a Quest 2 Exoages? Awesome. I was literally playing my Quest right up until when stream started. I had a timer set. Because I was just burning off some steam. Manny, thank you so much. Here we go. Have I heard of the Gotcha mod by BB Panzer? No, I have not. Is that a new one? Okay, there's... I'll go have a word with them. So let's find the BPM of this. I think it was in the 180s, maybe? I feel like most good Friday Night Funkin' songs are in the 180s. Cool. Puddles. Puddles, thank you so much. Puddles, I cannot thank you enough. Oh my god, that's amazing. I had a nightmare that I donated to Dean too much and he quit forever because he was rich. No, I would never fully quit this channel. No amount of money would ever make. I quit my job so I could do this channel because I want to do this all the time because this is my favorite thing to do. Thank you so much. And Puddles, it's because of people like you that I can keep doing this. I would never quit because y'all supported me too much. Thank you so much, Puddles. You're amazing. Okay, so let's write in some, these will be our strings low. Where'd my click track go? Why can't I hear a click? Oh, because there's no... That was weird. And let's layer that with, I'm feeling some low brass. Is Through the Fire and Flames hard to play on guitar? Yes, incredibly. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to double this down the octave. Okay, now I'm trying really hard to keep these feeling like authentically orchestral. So, Puddles just donated $101. He can bully whoever he wants. No, don't be mean to Caribou. Everybody be nice to each other. So I'm going to try not to make things too, like, backbeaty on this. Like, I'm not going to have big drums going... That's not really going to work on this. But let's start getting in some of the melody and see what happens. MILF came very quickly and easy to me last night, and that's a sentence right there. And I kind of assumed this one would happen as easily, and it might not, so we'll see. Oh, thanks, Sir Peter. Honestly, sometimes it's streaming to like 100 people is like the perfect number for me. I'm very comfortable with that. Caribou, you're killing me. Exojets, did you download the whole complete start setup? There's a lot more than just Contact. There's a whole bunch of different plugins and instruments you can download. Tercero, thank you. Thank you so much, Tercero. So we're going to slow this down to compose things. Have the tempo change over course of time? Maybe, Tercero. I might start messing with that towards the end of the process. Oops. That's not right. There we go. Killer Queen or Big Shot? Big Shot any day, almond milk. Okay, let's get some strings playing some inner chords. And kind of feeling like maybe pizzicato on this. Because we'll start things small and then they get bigger. The Ascension part's going to be wild. Yeah. I'm from Bolivia. Help. Diego. What's going on? A person on the internet. I already did it. What are you talking about? Norberto, thank you so much. My God, you guys, you're all amazing tonight. Thank you so much, Norberto. Thank you, Puddles. My God, thank you both so much. Norberto, you're amazing. I can't thank you all enough so much. You're amazing. Absolutely incredible. I can't get over it. Thank you. Oh, this should be a 16th. I don't think low brass can play that, but I think low woodwinds can. Well, thank you, Peter. You're all the ones making it. Puddles! Puddles, thank you. My God. I can't. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Puddles. My God, you were all so thank you. I got nothing. I got nothing to say. I got no words left. You were all amazing. Yes. Thank you. I am. I'm getting emotional, guys. Thank you all so much. I don't know. I've been on YouTube for so long, and it's just amazing that, I don't know, people want to hear the stuff I do, and that's really cool. You are all so incredible. Thank you all so much. But especially thank you so much, Puddles and Norberto. Your Visual Studio installer froze at 81 out of 165, and that's a lot of things it was installing. Darkstone, did you cut it down to only installing the components you needed to? Did you follow my psych build video? That may help a lot. Manny, you got a job DMing? That is awesome. That is so cool. Manny, I want to know more about your D&D playing. I feel like I've talked so much about mine. I've seen some of your characters. They're very cool. Try that again. If I could only remember how chords went. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Cube Kip. So the whole while I'm trying to think about Caribou. Trying to think about what instrument should have the melody here, just kind of handing it back and forth across the sections. And I'm feeling like brass has to get involved at some point. Yeah, so let's have brass start this one, and then it hands it back to the woodwinds, who can move fast again. If I could remember how this part goes. Can I do a monochrome remix after this? I've already done monochrome. Woodwinds are going to come back in. Am I good at math, Lucas? Kind of. I'm good at larger scale math, but I'm crap at, like, mental quick arithmetic. Are there any free plugins I recommend? Omnimook, yes, there's so many, but the first ones I always recommend are called Complete Start. You should Google that. You'll end up at Native Instruments website. Eyesight, this is Guns. You don't know Guns? Eyesight? Ah. Try song, I'm a Pirate. Do you mean, is there a chance you mean... That one, right? I can't believe I'm doing this all by memory. I've just heard this song so many times I haven't even looked at the original. Norberto! You're just gonna break me every 10 minutes, aren't you? Norberto, thank you so much. You don't have to. Oh my god. You are all amazing. I don't know what to say. Please, thank you both so much, Puddles and Norberto. Thank you. I truly, truly can't thank you enough. Please do not go broke on my behalf. But thank you so much. You are all incredible. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. What am I going to buy with their money? I'm going to pay rent. Honestly, that's like most of my goal right now is just like cover my bills and work towards the big next goal that I have, which is to build an online music school. Starting off paid, but building to something that's really accessible for everybody. I got really inspired listening to an interview with the guy who made Khan Academy, which is this full free online school where you can learn literally any kind of math or anything you want to learn. And I want to build to something like that for music. I think that's really important. So that's my big, like next 10-year goal, what I want to spend the next decade or two of my life working on. That's what I'm spending any of this money on, is building towards that and making my life functional while I work on that. If we're paying Dean's rent, does that permit us to live with them? I don't know the legality on that, Puddles. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Lara-san. I want to hear some of it. Drop it in the showcase channel in our Discord. I want to hear you play guitar. Trying to remember how this part goes. Strings are really good at handling these really agile little lines. Ooh, we goofed a note. And we're going to copy that to the woodwinds, and this is something key. There are certain things that certain instruments can't do. For example, woodwinds can't really play this fast. This dagat dagat. They can double tongue, but it's a nightmare for them. So it's generally something you don't want to ask them to do. So not writing stuff that's impossible for an instrument to play is kind of key to making believable sounding parts for them. So I'm kind of adjusting things so they're playable for each instrument group, which is something you learn in music school. I don't recommend music school for a lot of things, but I do recommend it if you want to learn to write like classical music, like Puddles. Puddles, what are you doing? Puddles, thank you so much. My God, I never thought I would see donations like this. Like, I am dying. Thank you so much. I truly, truly cannot thank any of you enough. But again, especially Puddles and Norberto. My God. Please. Thank you so much. You don't have to, but thank you. It really, truly means the world to me. Everything. Absolutely everything. Oh, I am overcome. I got nothing. I'm not great with, like, words and emotions and stuff. That's why I play metal music from kids' video games on the internet, because that doesn't require me to open up emotionally in any way. But truly, like, I cannot thank you all enough. Okay, let's hear what we got so far. See if we got a good vibe. Yeah, thank you all so much. Tercero, aren't you glad I don't have a really long subscription noise that plays when somebody donates? Thank you both so much. You're both incredible. That's the only valid response, Manny. Yours is funnier, Tercero. I have no idea what it means, but it is funnier. Okay, I'm feeling like it's time we gotta add some drums, right? We've gone way too long without drums. I just want to label these as few tracks. This is strings staccato. Brass mid-range, strings melody, cool. And let's this sounds ridiculous, but let's color code some things. which I know sounds very silly because I'm colorblind and stuff, but it does help me keep kind of track, if even just to get an idea of the brightness of each track. And I have kind of general color ranges that I'll put things in depending on what instruments they are. I have super fast typing skills. Who does? Okay, we're going to bring in Damage 2, which is a ridiculous thing. Puddles, you're the main villain now. Yes. Damage 2 is like a orchestral percussion, man, just like everything percussion thing. We're going to use the big screen ensembles preset, see how that sounds. Cool. Let's play with that. Well, thank you so much. You don't have to donate anymore. You're all amazing. Thank you. You win. So I can't decide if we should put percussion at the beginning. Or maybe have it come in halfway through this. FFR, this is Pro Tools using a bunch of contact instruments. Yeah, Tercero. That's. I was like, I didn't want to say like writing orchestral Friday Night Funkin' music because I wanted the first half hour to be Tails Gets Trolled stuff. So I just thought I'd write like a nice, not nice, just like a stupid, pointless title that maybe some people would click on. But yeah, I guess it's been beneficial. We're going some very subtle percussion here. Whoops. I can't decide if I want a big backbeat on this or not. This is feeling cool. Tercero, what's going on with the audio interface you bought? Save the backbeat? Yeah, Slim Grim. It's going to get even bigger than this, I think. I'm still playing with ideas here. Let's also make things a bit louder for ourselves. What plugins do I use? Dakota is here. Today I'm using exclusively Contact with the Heaviosity, sorry, that's not true, Spitfire Albion 1 library. But on a regular basis, I use plugins from companies like Sound Toys, Native Instruments, and Slate Digital are the ones I mostly use. And now we're at our first new section. Are we on track here? I feel like we're off. Oh. Because this should be 180. That's right. I need to make this. There we go. I got it. Okay, let's put that on xylophone because they can play really fast with no implications. Anytime you have a really stupidly fast part that like sounds physically impossible to play, am I mixing it with the guns music? No, it's just going to completely be on its own. Anytime you have something really stupid to play, put it on xylophone because they can play anything you want. They can't play that high. And we can kind of put this in the woodwinds as well. We're going to make them come down a little bit here. Yeah, I guess the woodwinds can play that. Now there's kind of no chord here. So we're just gonna assume it stays on... on a G, maybe? Or is it an E? Like, what is the melody doing there? It's really major. Joe Echo, thank you so much. You are amazing as well. You are all incredible. Thank you so much. Puddles. Joe Echo, thank you. Thank you. Everything helps. Absolutely everything helps. That's what I'm feeling, I think. We'll just kind of roll with that. Skellabird, this is a track from Friday Night at the Symphony, my new orchestral-themed Friday Night Funkin' cover album. I don't know why I'm doing these things. And then we're right back to it, right? Yeah. Cool. Caribou, thank you so much. Caribou, come on, thank you. Don't cry. Caribou, you are incredible. Thank you. Puddles. Puddles, I can't thank you enough for the donations you've given, truly. Thank you. And Caribou, thank you so much, too. Tercero, thank you. Okay, we're going to put this melody on the strings because it's freaking ridiculous. And we're going to play it very slowly because it's freaking ridiculous. Kenyon, is Confronting Yourself by Friday Night Funkin', or is it a different Confronting Yourself? Also, where is the ha-ha-ha? Where is the ha-ha-ha? I didn't put vocals in this one because I wanted to just play the music of it. It is not... So Confronting Yourself is not from a Friday Night Funkin' mod. It was made into one later. It is originally from... a Undertale, what's called an AU, an alternate universe, which is almost like sort of a mod for Undertale, except it was never anything but artwork and music, but it was just an alternate retelling of the story of Undertale with a mix of characters from every scene. It was like the Super Smash Brothers of Undertale, and that was the Sonic.exe related version of Megalovania from that Undertale AU, which was called Different Topic. And yeah, that's a long way to explain where it's from, but that's where it's from. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to play this from when I knew it on guitar, on piano. Let's find out. Okay, let's see what happens. I goofed some notes. No, Anya, this is I'm talking about Confronting Yourself, which is written by Saster, along with a bunch of other awesome musicians, was from that Undertale AU. My thoughts on Die Bastards from Tales Get Trolled. It's sick. It's absolutely awesome. I haven't had a chance to listen through the rest of the soundtrack yet. I literally heard they kept things locked down so tight on that mod. I never saw the build until it came out. They have people segmented into like different rooms and stuff. Puddles, thank you so much. Thank you, Puddles. Thank you, truly. That means everything. They had everybody cordoned off in different Discord rooms so that like no one had any big piece of the puzzle. It's like how they make Marvel movies. Like nobody fully knows how it's going together. But it's so I didn't get to see Die Bastards until like a few hours ago. And I love it. It sounds awesome. I gotta listen to it a few more times. Can I remix a Friday Night Funkin' Pibby song? Honestly, I find the Pibby songs kind of boring, Super Bendy. I'm sorry. I haven't heard one I actually like yet. Anya, I am working on a orchestral remix of Guns right now. Hey, what's up, Phantom Omega? You'd say High Shovel's your favorite track? High Shovel's pretty good. I think my favorite track is Taste for Blood. I'm a little biased towards it, though. I forgot the last line. How does that go? Jeez, that's ridiculous. What songs am I covering in this? I am planning to do MILF, Guns, Zavadilla, Blammed, Discharge, and then maybe, depending on how I'm feeling after that, Stress, a mashup of Roses and Thorns, and Bo Beepo. Put that on the xylophone. No, it doesn't feel good. Never mind. Someone else has got to back them up on that, though. Who can back them up? What part comes next? I remember now. Wait, am I making that up? How does this song go? No, not Guns N' Roses. I'll get sued right off the internet for that. Right. Right. I remember now. What song am I? Yeah. So this isn't Ableton Live, but I do recommend Ableton Live for starters. For beginners, head to ableton.com and download it there. There's a free trial. This is Pro Tools, which is a different program. Could I make a Chaos remix? FFR, I did. People keep asking for songs I've already done. It's silly. Flubbed a lot of notes in there. Let's do that again. Phantom Omega, are you the guy who's in voice chat for like 7,200 hours at a time? I do know you. Hey, what's up, Pyro? You know where we're headed next. Phantom Omega, you're feeling unmotivated, haven't gotten anything done, having a rough time. Okay, I have been there. I have absolutely been there. I'm there pretty often, actually, believe it or not. And my solution is to take a break and to follow the fun for a minute. For example, this is kind of one of those times. Like, I was feeling kind of burnt out on working on Versus Longest Solo Ever, writing songs for that, coding it, everything. And there were a few songs I just, like, could not, like... So I wrote the one song we're dropping this weekend in the demo. I still have to write the other two main week songs, and I'm just not feeling either of them right now. And I was like, I want to do something else, get something else out of my system, scratch some like itch I haven't, stretch some muscles I haven't tried in a while. And orchestral music is that. So I'm like getting out of my usual comfort zone and trying something weird for a second. Set the BPM to 500 for a second. Okay. It's going to be bad, Dakota. See, it sucks. Did I end up listening to the Complicated Sayori remix? Not yet, but I will now. I just heard about the new announcements, Tercero. And 2 OP, I am not going to make this match the original. I'm not going to prioritize that over just making the orchestra sound good, so it probably will be a little slower. I like these synths. This is nice. What's up, Skelebird? Yes, I know you. You just DM'd me like a couple hours ago. This is nice. I like her voice. Good synthwave vibes. Phantom Omega, I probably have. If you've posted him in Showcase, I've heard him. I listen to almost anything in Showcase or listen to this. I like that. You're working on a remix of this, Radio? That's awesome. This is great. Hey, congrats on 200 subs, Phantom. That was great. I like this. Lucy asked, what's the hardest song I've had to play in my life or in Friday Night Funkin'? Wait, in my life of Friday Night Funkin'? Oh, okay. In Friday Night Funkin', it was absolutely... I mean, it just absolutely had to be... Triple Trouble. Just from, as a sheer... Norberto! What are you doing to me? Norberto, thank you so much. Norberto. You're killing me. Norby. You are all incredible. Man, Norberto and Puddles, both of you, I cannot thank you enough. And Caribou and anyone else who's donated. Tercero, of course. You are all truly, I gotta think of something special to do for you guys, because you're both so amazing. You're both truly helping me out so much. I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, Triple Trouble was a beast. I'm trying to think if there was anything harder than that. It was probably Triple Trouble. Expurgation was really hard. Expurgation was the first hard song I did. But if you want to know the hardest... Yeah, I should give them custom rolls. That's absolutely the case. Detected was really easy, actually. If you want to know the hardest thing I've ever had to play, it was... I play it a little bit in the beginning of this guitar review. There we go.
So I recently joined an 80s hair metal cover band.
I have since quit this hair metal cover band, but this remains the hardest thing I've ever had to learn on guitar. If you want to look that up, that is Don't Tell Me You Love Me by Night Ranger. The solo is freaking ridiculous. Absolutely freaking ridiculous. And yes, that is Hair Metal Dean. Yes, there are high quality pictures of Hair Metal Dean around somewhere, and I probably won't share them anytime soon. Norberto, truly, I can't thank you enough. You, man, you know how much I appreciate you. Everything you do for me. It's amazing. And Puddles, you as well. Thank you. So, anyway, I am overcome. I'm just going to pin... Just saving myself some trouble. Okay, we are now at the ascension of Tank Man. Why am I getting that so wrong? You don't have to pay for Hair Metal Dean pictures. I actually don't know if I still have them. Let me see if they're still on the Facebook page of the band. They shouldn't be because I quit the band, but they might be. All right. You want to see something utterly ridiculous? It's bad. FYI. It's a look, that's for sure. The band fun fact, this is why I bought the red guitar. You ready? You ready? Here it is. In 3, 2. There's my 80s hair metal persona. Clean shaven, which is horrible. And this is why I bought the red guitar for the 80s band. Anyway, that's a look, right? This is actually going to go on a pizzicato string line. Yeah, that was a look, huh? Why did I quit? It was, yes, I also got red high top Converses there around somewhere to match it. I also got a speeding ticket on the way to buying that guitar, which sucked. It was just a sign that I shouldn't have been in that band. Why did I leave the band? I left the band for a lot of reasons. The main reason was it was good pay, for one. It was actually the first like good paying gig I got in a while. It was the first gig that was almost actually worth how long you were out. But I was still... So the gig was paying like $500 to $600 a night, which is great. Great for a paying guitar gig. But I was still out like, man, 8 hours some days, like 12 hours other days, and lifting heavy equipment that whole time, and then playing, and then you lift some more heavy equipment for another like 2-hour loadout because we had this big freaking ridiculous setup with a stage and huge speaker stands and just enormous It was just ridiculous. It was an incredible amount of work. I was feeling just like physically overwhelmed from it. On top of that, everyone in the band was really nice. I didn't super jive with the drummer. The singer was an incredible singer and is like one of my favorite singers I've ever worked with. The bass player left. We went through like 10 bass players and it just wasn't working out with anyone. Dane, actually from Tales from Rukon, was our bass player for a second. But they didn't get along with him, and it was just they were nice guys, but we had really different personalities and it just didn't fit. And on top of that, my wife was like really not I wasn't ever seeing my wife because I was working like 40 hours a week, teaching another 20 hours a week after work, and then I'd go play gigs on the weekend, and I literally never saw my wife. So I ended up quitting. I now play acoustic gigs with my wife, which is a lot of fun. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of us because we're adorable. Hang on. And it's much, much better. Isn't that nice? So you can see I look a lot happier in this picture. And these are just way better gigs playing fun acoustic songs. So that is my current gigging situation. It's a lot of fun. Yes, she is amazing. She looks photoshopped in there. You caught me. She doesn't exist. We're going to switch gears on this for a second. You're making the donut for... Oh, thank you, Def Trap. I'll get her on here sometime. She's very shy with this whole thing. She's been in one video. I think it came up in chat in Discord the other day. She's not real. Hang on, I'll get her on here. If she doesn't answer, she's not real. See if she comes down. Do I like Portal and Portal 2's music? Yes. Yes, I actually really, really want to cover Want You Gone at some point, because I love that song. Want You Gone is on my list of like songs I can cover when I don't have to worry about... She doesn't exist. Never mind. No, she's not decent right now. We both work from home now, so in short, we both just look like crap all the time. So our like grooming schedules are weird. Like we both shower at night sometimes, and just like. She might come down. She's curious what you guys are asking about. Actually, what you see a lot of days is crap, Dean. I just usually have headphones on so you can't tell my hair looks terrible. And, I'm usually wearing pajama pants when I'm streaming. I'm wearing shorts right now. She says, let me evaluate how bad I look. Okay, Tor. Manny, what are you talking about now? Is it wrong to use FL Studio? No, it's just... I'm not doing the rant again. I've done it so many times. I personally think it's the wrong program for beginners to learn on. And just like the short version of my rant is, it was not originally built to be what it is today. It was not originally built to be a music production program. It was just a toy with loops and stuff. And everything else has been just kind of shoehorned on top of it, whereas other programs were made for music production from the beginning, like Ableton Live, which is why every major actual EDM producer, like ones making music for the real world outside of Friday Night Funkin', does not use FL Studio. FL Studio is a joke in the music industry. Like Ableton Live is the gold standard for EDM production, and it's what everyone should start on, in my opinion, and it's what everyone should use. FL Studio has a couple cool things about it, but they're nothing that make up for how insane the rest of it is, in my opinion. So I wouldn't use it. Am I going to upload videos on my Dean DeMarzo music channel? Bumpy, I am probably not, sadly. I had to like cut down on some things to really focus my efforts on some really big projects I'm working on. And Dean DeMarzo music was one of the things that got cut by the wayside. You'll notice 8-Bit Solo hasn't been super active lately either. I am trying to get back to that because that actually has like 10,000 subs or something. So I feel like people should get some videos there. So I will be posting more on that, but Dean DeMarzo music is kind of on hiatus for now, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Can I cover ectospasm? I don't like it that much. I'm sorry. Thanks, 2OP. Hey, come in. Oh, she's here. She does exist. Also the cat.
So he doesn't eat my ice cream.
Oh, yes. She brought him down so he doesn't eat her ice cream. Come closer. You're getting blurred by the background right now. Hi there.
Oh, I look so bad.
You look fine.
I just took a shower.
Hey, buddy. Anyway, yes, she exists.
Bye.
Bye. It was very convincing, right? I had a pre-recorded video and everything, timed right to that point. It was great. All 3D rendering. Eevee. All done in Unity, believe it or not. Did I miss one at the end there? Oops. Oh, shoot. Thank you. I always forget to switch it back. Radio, I mean, I did do the Lemon Demon head. Okay, this is a job for the woodwind melody, doing the ascension. Oh, it's gonna kill me. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, Blender is actually, like, really incredibly capable now. It is amazing what you can do with Blender at this point. And it's finally getting to be, like Manny said, actually used in, like, some real productions. If only because it is so extensible. Because it's open source, it is completely, like, people have made extensions for anything you can imagine needing to do with it. And it's super, super cool. Bumpy, where can you find GentBot? You should be able to find it. Let's see, where's the final mod? Somebody ported it to PlayStation? I forgot about that. My God. Here's the final mod. Bro Moment, any good plugins I recommend? For what, Bro Moment? What specifically, what type of plugin? Like effects or instruments or... Oh, thank you, Bumpy. Goofed that part. For instruments, definitely grab Complete Start if you haven't already. It has an incredible collection. It's totally free. Have I ever used BandLab? No, I haven't. It looks interesting. Ah. Ah. This is hard. There we go. Later, Scalabird. That's sounding pretty sick. Let's check that out. You're right, Tercero. I'm having trouble figuring out what they should play, though. That's the thing. There's not really much room for brass on this. Let's listen to what we got. Yeah, Lucy, I made the Jumpbot mod. I'm Jumpbot. I voiced him. And made all the songs and programmed the whole thing. I did everything except the backgrounds. The background art is by Nemesis. And the icons are by Wolfie Batata. But everything else, all me. Manny, with how close we are to the deadline, I'm gonna vote longest solo ever stuff. Depending on how close we are to being done. Like, how about is there stuff you have left to throw in? I forget. Oh, the guitar sprites. Anyway, this is sounding really sick. I'm really happy with this. Let's go take one more listen to MILF and check that out. But that's sounding dope. Manny, I got some bugs I gotta fix too that I've not been looking forward to doing. But we're almost we're in the end game now, and it's gonna be out, and it's gonna be really sick. Let's check MILF one more time. I have another thing, another orchestral piece I've been working on that's gonna be really sick when it's out. It's trailer music for a mod that's coming. And they asked me to write the trailer song, and I'm very excited because I did like some epic orchestral stuff with it. I will let you know when that's out. Check my Discord. What's up, Nasblocks? Did you DM me? Which one are you? Or did you tag something in general? Anyway, let's check out MILF one more time. Super Genesis. Super Genesis, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Everyone today, thank you. Super Genesis. Man, I'm like endlessly thankful to all of you who've supported me. It's I say it every time because I really, really am. Like I got nothing else to say on it because I don't know. You're the reason I'm able to be here and do these things and make these fun things with you. I don't know. I love it. I'm incredibly thankful. I'm super psyched. So, man, super. Thank you. Thank you, Super Genesis. Thank you, Norberto. Thank you, Puddles. You are all amazing. And I really, truly do appreciate all of you and everything you've done for me. Flesterdine is the best. Genesis signed that dono with the 64 cents. Yes. Yes, he did. That was good. That was a good catch, Def Jep. That was great. Tercero, you should absolutely play Celeste live. Heads up. If you play Celeste live, play it with the music off. Because unfortunately, while the music is amazing in that game, it gets copyright claimed, which is so dumb. And yeah, Puddles, I agree. It really is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I can't thank you all enough. Manny, you can practice guitar. Don't worry about it. We got time. We got time. Yeah, the Celeste soundtrack gets claimed on streams. You know what else does? Freaking Undertale. Freaking Undertale gets claimed every time I cover it by Materia, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. It's very frustrating. Anyway, yeah, I get bummed about that. Let's chill and just hang out for a little bit. I'm all spent on the music production. But yeah, Caribou, I know, I'm absolutely blown away. Norby, Materia is the label that owns the music to Undertale, the label that represents it. So anytime I cover Undertale or Deltarune or anything, I get a copyright claim from Materia, and it's really annoying. but it's worth it to cover the songs because it's fun. Is there a Discord server? Yes, there is, Ninja. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a fun project this Friday night at the Symphony. I was also thinking, and this is maybe a little ridiculous, but I was also thinking, and maybe somebody could help me. You know what? Why don't we sketch this and animate right now? Because I'm just like feeling it right now. Hang on. I'm feeling a mod of this. Just like dead simple, nothing crazy. And yes, Tercero's right, 13 years or older to join the server versus Ragtag Beginnings. No, I was picturing... Check this out. See if I can get my silly thoughts onto the page via absolute garbage drawing. Okay. I actually got a stylus and pen, which is fun. I've drawn a couple things with it. I used it in the making a Friday Night Funkin' character. Hey, Manny, if you want to, if you have time, I think you're busy. No, if you want to be a part of this, Manny, absolutely. And I was thinking, let's see, how would you approach this? This was easier in my head. Oops. Jeez, I keep accidentally hitting the button on my pen because I'm not at all functional at using my hands in any way other than on a guitar or piano. Okay, so what if you had here's what I'm picturing for the mod. And they're all, you know, you have your flute players over here. And your clarinet players. don't know. Trumpet. That's a trumpet. Trust me. And then your drums back here. Little bass drum mount in his hand. And here's one dude with the crash cymbals in his hands. And I don't know what else goes in an orchestra. I didn't think this through. Violins over here or something, you know? And then right here would be oops, let's do this on a new layer. Go away. Oh. Now this is going to be really terrible for me to draw. Let's hide this layer for a second. Trying to draw a coat with a little tail there. And it's boyfriend up here conducting. I think that would be funny if that was the mod, and then arrows are just flying up in the middle of the screen, and boyfriend is moving to conduct the arrows. Would that be fun? Would that be fun for the mod? I think that'd be cool. So, Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. Yeah, let's do that. That's easy. Just a 45-minute Friday Night Funkin' song. That'll be easy, Tercero. Will I cameo in your mod? You could put me in there. You could draw me. Let me know what you mean by cameo, and we'll see what we can work out. It's abstract art worth millions. Thank you, Tuopi. If you need art on this level, you can help. Thank you, Norberto. I'm just reading back through the chat while I was drawing. Boyfriend with the penguin coat, yes. So I think this would be fun. Yeah, Manny, you were spot on. You were spot on with what it would be. And I think there would be maybe some light animation with the musicians, but probably not much, because we want it to really just be boyfriend. I'm picturing them being almost kind of in shadow, sort of, like. Just kind of faded a little bit. Most of the focus would be on boyfriend and his little music stand here. That's what I'm picturing. That'd be fun. So I think we'll do that. We're probably going to throw that somewhere out in between the demo week and the full week. Or maybe after the full week release of the mod. I don't know. I got drop Gempbot in here somewhere too. So that's fun. Hang on, I want to read the rest of your chat because I feel like I got really behind. Will I be able to do cameos with people in my or their mods? Yeah, I mean, we're doing that in Versus Longest Solo Ever, actually, quite a bit. Oh, do you want to see the new mode we added to Longest Solo Ever today? Here, check this out. Check this out, and then we'll wrap it up. Cammy, yes, you can tell me a joke. That's true, Manny. I guess most of the heavy lifting for you was done like on the demo, just to like get everything up and running and stuff. So yeah, okay then, cool. We'll talk. That'll be fun. Any tips for music makers? I have so many tips for music makers. If you watch my, oh yeah, Triangle. Thank you, Manny. Absolutely, Triangle. But can it be played on a Guitar Hero controller? Technically, probably. I'm sure you could work that out. Taste for Bud is fire. Thank you, Dakota. Almond Milk, you should check out my how to make music for Friday Night Funkin' tutorial. That is my my biggest recommendation. Do I use FL Studio? No, Rebby. Okay. So here's the one song we're dropping for this this demo, which is Gain Stage. Caribou, thank you. Yes, Caribou, you got it. We will. So that's cool. We got easy, normal, hard, and then there's one more difficulty we added, which is called Mania. And just to show you, hard mode. Here's what hard mode's gonna look like. Give you a little leak right now. Nothing I haven't leaked before. Don't worry. Oh, we got dialogue. That's right. Not leaking dialogue yet.
3, 2, 1, go.
So here's normal mode. Oops, Norberta. It's okay. I don't have the recorded dialogue in yet. So that's the normal mode, right? Let's go to Mania, and I'm not going to get far in this.
3, 2, 1, go.
So Mania is... Sorry, Manny. Mania is a very minimalist mode for... I'm still waiting on the chart for this section. But Mania is a very minimalist DDR-inspired mode, or like In the Groove, Osu, classic rhythm games, and we got remixes from some of my favorite Friday Night Funkin' composers. I was just testing this part of the chart. So anyway, that's going to be bonkers. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, oh, Phantom Omega, yeah, drop it in the Discord. I'll check it out. Yeah, Ravine, this is that's charted by Combro, who did Friday Night Voltex, and as far as I know, Camellia as well, possibly, or was involved with it. Let's check. I'm not in charge of this mod. Sam H is running this, so he's brought on some people. He knew that I didn't know as well. Okay, yeah. So he did Friday Night Voltex, which has some incredible, crazy charting, some really, really cool stuff, and some really cool music. So yeah, Combro is doing the Mania mode charts. I'm doing all the other charts. So it's going to be fun. Mania mode is just for like the extreme pro players. Hard mode is for the me players who are not as good at Friday Night Funkin' as Combro is. But we got a sick team. Just to show you the rest of the team we got on this, at least the ones who are public right now. Because yes, there are some folks we haven't announced yet, some musicians that have signed on to remix tunes. Just the public team right now. Sam H is running the project. He's the director. He's keeping us all on track. I'm writing the music for it. I'm also coding and design the menu on it. iFlicky from Mind Games did the remix you just heard, which was fun. Starbreak did the menu theme. Starbreak wrote a really sick menu theme. Starbreak did Versus Void. And he's doing our menu theme. He's also doing a remix for the full week. BC Tix is helping us out with coding. Combro, I already mentioned. Nifrig, who's another amazing charter, is helping us out with stuff. Manny, our very own Manasees, doing sprite work. Some fantastic sprites. I love, love, love this girlfriend on an amp that he did. This is, oh, will it open? Why won't it open? Did this page crash or something? There we go. Load. Please load. Hey, thank you. Manny asked me, what's your favorite kind of amp? And I replied, orange. And he's like, are you joking? Are you... And I'm like, no, that's the brand name. That's actually the brand name because I do actually play orange amps. This is my... Let's see. This is my amp setup. It's an orange Tiny Terror. And so when he asked me, what amp do you play? And I said orange. He drew girlfriend on the orange amps, and that's so much fun. I love it. We got this sick boyfriend with a with the custom-made boyfriend guitar sprite, which I still want to get one of these made. This is so much fun. Space Dust is doing our backgrounds. Space Dust did this awesome background art of my studio. Space Dust. We were trying to decide what the background should be for the level. I was like, oh, it should just be in my studio. That's easy. That's where all my videos are. That's fun. And Space Dust is like, oh, can you send me a picture of your studio? I was like, yeah. So I took a picture. I just kind of walked back there and took a picture with my phone in my studio. And Space Dust proceeds to recreate every messy detail of my studio, from the book that's sitting in the corner of under my desk here to the coffee cup I had sitting on my table at the time, the two lights I have on screen and my camera stand, the cables that were like messily hidden under my desk. And I didn't even see this. Here's that drawing tablet that I just used sitting on the side of my desk along with the Xbox controller that's sitting there. Space Dust just caught me in 4K here with this. I love it. This is so funny. We got these sick icons too as well. I love these. We got Cougar McDowell doing an unspecified voice in the mod, and Mango C as well, who was previously voice acted girlfriend. Then we got some special thanks down here, of course. So yeah, this is fun. I don't see popcorn in a spoon. Thank you, Caribou. You're not wrong. Pufferfish Dean. Yeah. We decided so you can see it better on a gray background. Oh no. My beard hairs kind of look like a pufferfish, and so canonically Minus Dean is a like human pufferfish hybrid thing. Let me see if I can find a good picture of him. Where is it? Is it in the Trello? Someone find me Pufferfish Dean. There we go. Found it. This is the Minus Dean drawing. I absolutely love it. It's very cool. I like this guitar too. Very funky. Anyway, so that's what we've been up to on Versus Longest Solo Ever, and it's going really well. As you can see, we're at 93% finish. I'm just squashing a few bugs. We're waiting on a few final charting notes, and things should be out. I think we announced the release date, actually. Things will be out this Saturday. So I'll post the premiere for that soon, so y'all can see it, along with the soundtrack and all that. So, yeah, I'm very excited. And then after that, so the demo is going to have just one song in it, along with the Mania remix that iFlicky did. The full release is going to have upwards of 6 songs, I think, plus remixes for every song, and it's going to be fun. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. It's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool. I'm endlessly thankful to everyone on this team for helping me. and to Sam for bringing everybody together, and of course to Manny for doing this fantastic sprite work. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a blast. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going on the side here. Interesting. So, thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. And of course, thank you especially to Puddles and Norberto and Super Genesis. Puddles, you're amazing. Thank you. Everybody is incredible. What's up, Phantom? Yes, I can see you. Puddles, Norberto, Super Genesis, Tercero, Manny, you are all incredible. I appreciate you all so much, truly, endlessly. We will be back here. I think tomorrow morning we're gonna play through Tales Gets Trolled. And then I'll see y'all on Saturday for the premiere of Versus Longest Solo Ever. You are all absolutely incredible. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you shortly.